Good morning. How are you guys? I just said goodbye to my friend Jen. I just dropped her off at the airport. It's so sad. So sad, in fact, that she's thinking about coming back in the fall. She usually comes to visit me just once a year, and you know, whenever I'm in New York, I see her. But she's thinking maybe she'll come back in the fall, and I told her she needs to stay longer. I remember she started out staying like 5 days, and it was like 6 days. And now for the past few years, it's been like a solid week. I'm like, stay for a couple weeks. She works remotely, so she can work from here. It's just nice having her around. Anyway, said goodbye to her. The house, of course, feels empty and quiet and lonely. All those things. But anyway, I had to shower. And I'm doing my skincare. So I'm actually trying to see what I want to use in terms of serum, because I've been using the Amoravitsa elixir and this is gone. I need to let it go. I don't know why I'm holding on to that bottle, but I need to let that go. I've actually been using this kind of on and off. I think I'll continue with the calming serum because my allergies are like back in full force. I feel like they took a break for a little while. And yeah, they're back, probably because, you guys, the weather is beautiful. Beautiful. I think right now it's only 90 degrees, which is not that warm for Vegas. I know it's warm for anywhere else pretty much, but not that warm for Vegas. And it feels nice. Like, it doesn't feel oppressive to be outside. And you guys know, whenever the weather's nice, the allergies really come out to play. So I've been feeling it this morning, even last night when I was falling asleep. So anyway, I think the calming serum will be very helpful. Okay, so I did my skincare lotion, serum, and then I think I'm gonna kind of continue down this sensitive skin thing, use my Sisley Sensitive Skin Soothing Care. And you know, while Jen was here, I definitely did some work, which was, you know, it's really great. However, things just start to pile up. So I have all these packages. I have PR packages, which I think I'll save for a separate video. Otherwise this will be too long. But I had ordered some clothing that came in. So I'm actually gonna put on an outfit that I'm really excited to try on. It looks really, really cute. You know, when you order stuff online, you're like, I'm not sure how that's gonna look. It looks really cute. So I'm excited to try that on. And I have a few things that we're gonna be doing around Las Vegas, like over the next couple of days. So this should be a pretty fun vlog. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. But I'm gonna let that settle in. I'm gonna put on some of my SPF, where is it? Okay. My Clé de Peau UV Protective Cream, SPF 50. I'm gonna let this settle in a little bit more. But while I'm waiting for this to kind of set down a little bit more, I'm gonna do my hair. I'll put on the SPF and then we'll get dressed. Okay, here is the outfit I got. So not from the same place, but I thought they would actually look cute together. So this is a shirt from Tucker Nuck, a brand I'd never heard of. I think they popped up on Instagram. I was like, that looks cute. Isn't this such a cute top? I think this will probably relax a little bit, like the more I wear it. Probably won't be quite so geometrical looking. And then I picked up these pants from Ruti, R-U-T-I. They make like the cutest, most subtle barrel-shaped pants. And this material is almost like a lightweight nylon. So it has some nice drape to it. It's not like a super stiff nylon, like my Prada skirt nylon, that is much more stiff. This is much softer. It's got pockets and it has a waistband that's straight across here, but then it's elasticated in the back. Very comfortable. And the barrel shaping is just ever so slight. I think it's very complimentary. Anyway, I thought that this will look cute together, and I think it works. This material is great. It is stretchy. It's really, really comfortable, but I feel like I look nice. You know, I look decent for the public. And I think this shirt, this like kind of cropped wide shirt, is like very complimentary to this. So cute. So these pants I think are a size 8, and then this shirt is a medium, but I'll link to everything down below if you are interested. But yeah, both of these brands, I'm pretty sure the first time I saw them was on Instagram. Ruti I've actually had bookmarked for a while, and I thought, let me get some like new kind of like lightweight black pants that I can wear in the summertime. I mean, Still gonna be hot, but I feel like you're hot in anything here. So I got that. I'm so happy with this outfit. And then from Splendid, I actually picked up some t-shirts because they've been so nice and they've been sending me, you know, outfits and stuff. I've been hauling that for you guys. And I've really liked their clothing. It's just really basic, comfortable, kind of wear around the house or wear on vacation, like that kind of vibe. I really like it. And I think I told you guys this maybe the first time I hauled something from Splendid, but I had a Splendid t-shirt. This was probably like more than 20 years ago that I loved. I mean, I wore it until there was like holes in it. Like the like edging of it was completely frayed and worn away. So I was like, you know what? Let me get some Splendid t-shirts. So I just got their basic tee in black, it's a size large, and the white. So that came in while Jen was here also. I'm sure I'll be wearing these for you at some point. But yeah, I picked those up. What else did I get? I think, oh, you know what I have to show you? Okay, I have something very, very fun to show you. When we go downstairs, I will show it to you. Okay, so I have to show you, oh my God, the coolest thing. So Jen and I went to the premium outlets here. I don't think I vlogged that part because we just sort of stopped in while we were up there. What were we doing? Oh, it was after puppy yoga. Yeah, it was after puppy yoga. Anyway, it was kind of like a long day and she just wanted to stop in and take a look at Lululemon or whatever. And then I realized when we were there that I needed new workout sneakers. So I've been wearing those slip-on Vans. And I've had those Vans for so long, the rubber is like coming apart from the shoe. And I was like, oh, let me see if they have anything inexpensive here. And I walked by the Converse store and I was like, oh, let me see if they have slip-ons. And they did, but I didn't really like the way they fit. They're like they have an elasticated like back part of the sneaker. Anyway, I got to chatting with the gentleman that works there and he's like, oh, well, you can turn any sneaker into a slip-on sneaker, just get elastic laces. I had never thought of that, never ever thought of that. So I got a pair of Converse and I got elastic laces off of Amazon. So I want you to show you guys. So here are the Converse that I got. They're like slightly platformed, not too much. And these are the elastic laces. So what you do is, and I'll link this down below, there's like a whole bunch of different kinds on Amazon, but I got the kind that come with these anchors. So you lace up your shoe like you normally would with the elastic laces, and then you kind of figure out like what length you want, and they're really long, so they would work if you have like high tops too. So I got this kind. So you thread this through this anchor so it doesn't come out, obviously. So you can like slip your shoe on and off without like having to tie a knot or anything. Really, really love it. So now I have slip-on shoes and I only got one pair of laces to try out and I love them. I absolutely love them. So I'm gonna order another pair for, you know, my Schiaparelli, they look like Converse, my Schiaparelli high tops, because, you know, it's just a pain in the butt to like lace and unlace. And I also have a pair of, yeah, like other high tops that I could do this with. I don't know that I need to do this with my Pradas. Those I can pretty much slip on without, because they have that elasticated back. But I like went through my whole closet upstairs. I was like, how many pairs or like how many sets of elastic laces do I need to order? Because this is awesome. And they look, I don't mind the way they look. They're like flat, they're not rounded. I think they have other kinds. They definitely have other colors. They have white, gray. I think they have this black that's, what is it, reflective. So it has like a reflective thread running through there. I think the white had a reflective option. Yeah, and there's other brands, like if you want a funky color, I definitely saw like fluorescent colors or whatever, but isn't that neat? I'm like, I have slip-on Converse because I used to have a pair, you know, a gazillion years ago. They were off-white Converse and it looked like it didn't have any laces at all. It had the grommets and it had the tongue, but no laces, and it was slip-on. So it was like kind of elastic here. You could just slip them on. And they got rid of that style. I don't know why they got rid of that style. It was like the absolute best. I loved it, love them. But they were falling apart. I got rid of them and I was like, oh, I'll just get another pair. And they discontinued them. Anyway, it's been like 20 years probably. And now I'm back. Yay, I'm so excited. My goodness, someone is so mopey. Look at this little powder. She's pouting. She's so sad Auntie Jen has left. And you'll notice that Butters is still on the pool floats. I kept telling Jen, because Jen was out there by the pool, I was like, use the pool float. She was like, okay. And then she just would forget. Like she was just laying out and then would just like, you know, kind of like dip into the water a little bit just to cool off, but then just get right back out and lay back out. She's like, oh, I keep forgetting about the pool floats. Anyway, never used the pool floats, and I pretty much got them for her. You know, I don't really hang out in the pool that much. It just gets way too hot way too quickly here. Although this week is supposed to be nice. I mentioned this already, right? Like it's actually really comfortable, really, really comfortable out. So maybe I'll use the pool floats tomorrow or something. But anyway, I'm just wrapping up for the day. I can't believe it's still light out, but maybe I'll watch an episode or two of the Four Seasons. So while Jen was here, we watched, okay, Department Q, which I can't shut up about, so I'll stop. The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. That was very cute. And then we watched this serial killer movie, The Snowman. I think it was called The Snowman. Michael Fassbender is the star. It was okay. It was kind of silly. So anyway, I think it was a novel for whatever. Anyway, we watched that, not so great. And then we started watching the Four Seasons. So we got through 2 episodes before Jen left. And now I'm just gonna resume and start with episode 3, which I think is the next season. So if you guys don't know, the Four Seasons is a series, like a remake of a movie, a previous movie. And it's about these 3 couples, very good friends or whatever. And in this version, it's Steve Carell, Tina Fey, Coleman Domingo, and I don't know the other stars. But I recognize their faces, but I can't think of their names. And it's a comedy, so it's light, which is perfect, exactly what I'm in the mood for. So I think I'm just gonna lay here, watch a bit of this, and then I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. So I did my nice long walk this morning. The weather is absolutely incredible here in Vegas. I feel like this is a very strange trick that Mother Nature is playing on us, and we're gonna be in for a very rude awakening once like July and August hits. But it's beautiful. It was beautiful yesterday, it's beautiful today. I woke up, it was 70 degrees. What? I have not seen 70 since like May, mid-May even. So I had to go out for my walk. I thought, no better time. And I even needed to put a hoodie on. I walked out with just my tank top on and I was like, I'm a little chilly. So I put on this little hoodie. Actually, this is the one that Nuuds sent me. And I hauled it in a PR haul. And I had been looking for a hoodie that wasn't, you know, quite sweatshirt material because that gets hot pretty quickly. This is a really thin, almost, it's kind of slick, so it doesn't feel like a t-shirt or anything. It almost feels like a very, very thin scuba material. Feels like that, and it has like a little bit of slinkiness to the material. But anyway, it was perfect, absolutely perfect for the morning walk. It's got, you know, pockets, typical hoodie, nice big generous hood, and it has the thumb holes in the wrist. I digress. So my walk was really lovely, and now I'm just enjoying some breakfast and some coffee, some water. So I finished the Four Seasons last night. It got kind of dark. I don't know if you guys saw the original movie. It got kind of dark. Dark is too strong for it. It got serious. It got more serious because it's kind of like this cutesy comedy in the beginning. Yeah, once they get to the second to last episode, it takes a turn. So if you guys are interested in watching it, if you're not familiar with the story, and then they set it up for season 2. So that'll be very interesting. But yeah, it was good, and finished that up. So not much on the agenda today. We have to take Butters to school. We have our cleaning crew coming today. Oh gosh, which reminds me, I sound like a broken record. I have so much clean laundry piled up in the laundry room. I just need to put it away. So maybe we'll do that after breakfast before they get here. Sometimes they come very early, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they come closer to noon. And yeah, and I never know, but it's fine, it's fine. So I think I'll do that after breakfast, but we had to drop Butters off at school. So I was just about to feed her breakfast, which I don't need to do when we take her to school because school does all of her feedings. And I started to like go for her food drawer and I was like, don't do it. Because as soon as I open that up, she comes running. And then if I don't feed her, she'll be like, what are you doing? And then tonight I am gonna be hanging out with Lori Hill. So she and Risa are the two that turned me on to The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And you know, Lori was traveling, I was traveling or whatever when the second season of this show aired. And so I've watched a few episodes, she's watched a few episodes, and we're like, okay, let's stop and then we can watch the rest together. So we're gonna go to Swig, get some ridiculous concoction of soda and syrups, and then come back here probably and watch some Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. So that's my plan for this evening. I'm so excited. Oh, this came in the mail. So from Oceana. I don't remember if they sent this last year when we went on their cruise, but look at this, so classy. It's a whole thing talking about the cruise, and they included, here, let me show you, these luggage tags. Whoops, how cool. I don't think they sent these last year. So yeah, we've got some luggage tags, and then there's a whole booklet on the ship that we're gonna be on. And it's the same class of ship as the one we were on last year. And we were on, I believe, the maiden voyage of Vista. That was the ship that we were on last year. This is gonna be the maiden voyage of Allura. And I was kind of flipping through quickly, and they have the same restaurants and lounges and everything. Even the main dining room right here looks the same. I don't know if you guys remember that from my vlog. I'm sure not, but the same like upholstery and everything, it looks the same. So it'll be really nice. Oh yeah, and here's what our room is gonna look like, the concierge level veranda. Really pretty, I'm excited. It's a short cruise, like I said. Last year we went for 2 weeks, and this cruise that's coming up that we're doing in July is only for a week. So it'll be great, it'll be great. Nice, just to get out of the water a little bit, and then we'll be in Athens for a few days. And I actually booked a little tour, which we can cancel, but I'm like, let me just get something on the books. So I'm anticipating it's gonna be really, really hot in Athens in mid-July, I'm assuming. And so I didn't really wanna just be out on some like full day walking tour or anything like that. So I went on to Viator. I think it's a TripAdvisor company, and they have all of these different tours and stuff that you can book, you know, private or not, or, you know, just all these different varieties and all of these different kind of itineraries, basically, for tours or whatever. So I booked a 4-hour tour to see the Acropolis, the Parthenon, and then a museum, basically. And it includes like tickets, like entry tickets to all of those things. So it's just gonna be 4 hours. We'll just, you know, take a car to and from like the meeting place. And I think that's all we're gonna do in Athens. The room that I booked in Athens is at a resort, and I think we're just gonna basically relax. I got a room that has a little pool in it because I wasn't sure how Athens is set up. I know it's a city, so I'm not sure if there's like beaches. I think you have to kind of get out of the city quite a bit. This is a little bit out of the city, so I don't know. I kind of read up a little bit about it. I don't know. I book things pretty quickly because I just want to get it. I just want to get it on the books. I'm like, if the room looks nice, if the location is decent, I usually just like go for it and just see. So I'm getting excited. It is approaching very, very soon. I try not to think too much about the flights to and fro because it always takes like a day. Like, yeah, it's always like excruciatingly long. So we have a 3-legged flight to where the cruise starts, which is in Trieste. So wait, is it 3? Yeah. So we fly from Vegas to Newark, Newark to Rome, Rome to Trieste, and then on our way back, I think, is it four-legged? Wait, it's Athens to, I think, London, which I'm never looking forward to switching through. Their security is so tight, and I think we have kind of a tight connection window. I don't know, we'll see. So Athens to London, I think to LA, and then LA here. I think that's what we're doing. It's either New York or London, but I do know there is an LA London flight. And there's even a Vegas London flight, but I don't think it happens that often, and I don't know. Anyway, that's what we're doing on the way back. Trying not to dwell too long on the flights. I'll just be excited to get there. I'm gonna finish my breakfast, and then we'll have to drop Butters off at school.
Hi, baby. You ready for school today? I know you're probably starving, Get you to school. We'll get you to school.
Well, look who's here.
Hi.
So we just went to Swig, and there's Lori's. So, okay, so what did you get?
This is called a Happy Camper. It has root beer, half and half, and marshmallow syrup.
Toasted marshmallow.
Toasted marshmallow syrup.
It tastes really good. And I don't think I'm like a creamy soda person, but that tastes really good. And then I got just sparkling water with the sugar-free watermelon, sugar-free raspberry, and then I got a touch of light coconut cream, right? Yeah, Lori convinced me to get some cream in here. I think it's too light. I don't really taste it.
Go for more next time.
Or maybe just like the half and half.
Yes, so good.
So would you say you're like addicted to this yet?
Not yet, but I could see it going that way with this one. Like I had one last week or so that wasn't quite as addicting. This one, I could see being like, oh, I'll have one, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we are going to watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I'm so excited. Woo! So excited. So we've watched up to the same point, basically. So we're both on episode 5. Are you hungry? Should we order food?
I mean, I could eat. What are you thinking?
I don't know. We always get sushi
I know.
when we're together, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah? Okay. Good morning. I am back from the gym. I was about to hop in the shower, and I wanted to try a new cleansing balm. Well, new to me. It's not new to the market. It is the Hourglass Equilibrium Transformative Cleansing Balm. And I love a good cleansing balm. And especially, like, I have a lot of SPF slathered on my face right now because I walk the dog and everything. So let's try this out. I mean, we all know Hourglass for their powders and their beautiful like face palettes, but I don't think we talk enough about their skincare because it's quite lovely. The few products that I've tried have really impressed me. This is really nice. I think this is glass. So here is the protective cover. This was a little spatula in the cover there. And I'm gonna just scoop a little bit out and smear it on. It smells really nice. That is divine. It's really silky. And even though it's breaking down into an oil, it's still fairly dense. I'm trying to think of what I can compare it to. Like the Elemis cleansing balm that I really enjoy. That one has a little bit of a thinner kind of texture. Like the balm isn't quite as dense, and then as soon as you work it into the skin, it gets pretty oily. This one is definitely a little bit thicker, a little bit richer, dare I say, a little bit more luxurious feeling. Yeah, this is quite nice. So silky. But it has that kind of like spa-like scent to it. Oh, I love it. It's so refreshing. All right, I'm gonna go into the shower, wash this off, and I'll be right back because I've got some other fun new in skincare to try out, and I thought I would do it with you guys. I am back. Okay, skin check. Ooh, so soft after that Hourglass cleansing balm. I really like this. Okay, so I've got some like newly reformulated stuff from Guerlain and Dior. So they've like redone a lot of their skincare. And then I have this new product from Revive. This is an eye serum. So I'm gonna start with actually the Youth Watery Oil Serum from Guerlain. And I don't know, this was reformulated like a while ago. This is not like brand spanking new stuff. But here is the Youth Watery Oil Serum. And I like using this in the summertime. It's really, really great because it's so light, but it is really moisturizing. And I like using this, I know it's called a serum, but I like using it as a lotion, if you will. So after I've cleansed my skin, if I feel like I need to tone, I'll tone. I don't really feel like I need to right now. So I'm going to just distribute those balls, the beads, and let's grab a pipette full here. I'm just gonna drop all that out. And then you can feel the beads kind of burst when you mix it up. Oh, the texture of this is so nice. It's just barely oily. It really is quite thin, but I think it makes for such a nice like first layer. And I actually have not used this since they reformulated it, and it's nice. It feels the same as I remember the previous version feeling. And there is a little bit of fragrance, but it's pretty light. It's pretty light. It's not overwhelming at all. Very nice. Okay, and then I was actually using some of the Dior Lace Serum, and I believe this is the newer version of it. So this is Dior Capture Lace Serum, the Ox C treatment. Here's the bottle packaging difference. The actual serum actually looks quite similar to the previous version. Let's see, high performance, age-defying correction, wrinkles and firmness. Dior Capture Lace Serum encapsulates for the first time the technology Ox C treatment with regenerating and replenishing powers. It is combined with a revitalizing lily extract and a dipeptide with densifying properties. A duo of vectors that boosts its penetration allows the Ox C treatment technology to be continually diffused for 8 hours. Upon application, the formula gives skin an instant tensing effect. Day after day, wrinkles appear replenished and skin feels firmer. The face is visibly younger. I don't know that I feel an instant tensing effect. I don't really feel that, but the serum does feel really nice. It actually feels very moisturizing. We'll keep using that, the Dior Capture Serum. And then, oh, let's try this Under Eye Illuminator from Revive. I'm really excited about this. I've been meaning to try this and it's been in the box. I just haven't gotten around to it. So anyway, here is the packaging. And I believe it's a pump. Yep, pump top here. I'm just gonna pump out a little bit. I don't know if it's tinted or that will completely kind of blend away, but that's what that looks like. Oh, it's actually thicker than I thought too. Wow, that texture is pretty incredible. Yeah, I would say it actually has a sheen to it versus actual pigmentation. I don't really see that on my skin, but wow, that looks really nice. It feels great. The texture of that is really, really nice. I love when skincare feels really smooth and silky, but not too, I don't know, not too synthetic. There's like a difference. There's like a really slight difference there, and this feels really nice. There's like a richness to it. That is really lovely. So it's meant to reduce visible dark circles and discoloration. This light reflecting formula improves radiance instantly and over time, powered by a stable and effective form of vitamin C, THD ascorbate, plus advanced ingredients including niacinamide, hyaluronic filling spheres, and our signature biomimetic biorenewal peptide. Wow. So vitamin C and niacinamide, which my skin appreciates both a lot. So that's the Revive Under Eye Illuminator. Very nice. Ooh, and it's setting down nicely. Yeah, it doesn't feel quite as emollient, but it doesn't feel sticky at all. Ooh, I really like that texture. Amazing. Okay, and then for day cream, I actually have 2 options. The new Guerlain and the new Dior Capture. So this is the Honey Treatment Day Cream. It smooths, firms, and tightens. And then this one from Dior, High Performance Age-Defying Correction, Wrinkles, and Firmness. So pretty similar. Let me just look at the ingredients and make sure I can actually use both of these. Oh, here we go. Oh, you know what? This has a little bit of lactic acid in there, so I'm gonna put that aside and I'm gonna go for the Dior. Lactic acid doesn't generally bother my skin if it's in a small amount. You know, now that I'm older and I'm pretty much dying from the inside out, it doesn't, like my body doesn't react to it the way it used to when I was younger. But just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna go ahead with the Dior Capture Day Cream. Maybe I'll use this another day. Okay, so here is the bottle. Wow, that's very pretty. Got a nice seal there. Oh, and there's a cover. Ooh, this is a lot richer than I was expecting. It's very, very dense. Very dense. Let's see if it kind of breaks down. Oh yeah, ooh. Oh my God, the texture. The fragrance is super light, barely detectable. Oh, I love that. So smoothing. Wow, I really like this cream. You guys are gonna love this texture if you try this out. Nice, okay. Wow, well that was fun. And I will say, I think the two standout products for me is the Revive, the under eye illuminator, and the Dior Capture Day Cream. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair, or dry my hair. Let's not get crazy. I'm gonna dry my hair and get dressed. I'll be right back. Okay, so I need to make a bunch of oatmeal to keep in the fridge that we can kind of dish out after we work out. My husband has oatmeal every morning with his breakfast. I like to have it basically after I work out. And I was getting like quick oats, just throw them in the microwave, fast, simple, easy. But at Costco, they have my favorite brand of oats, but they only have the rolled oat, like you have to cook for a long time, like simmer kind of oats. And I thought, you know what, let me just get this big bag, very cost effective. It's the brand that I like, it's the oats that I like, and just make a whole bunch ahead of time and then kind of dole it out. So this is the brand that I like, and I like these oats because they're sprouted. And the quick oats, they come in packaging that's blue instead of this yellow. Oh, I was supposed to bring the water to a boil first. I got a little ahead of myself. We'll just cover that for now. I think because I already added the oats, we'll end up with a soft, tender oatmeal versus a rich, chewy oatmeal. Okay, while we're waiting for this oatmeal to boil, I just have to talk about it. I have to talk about it. I just watched episode 2 of season 2 of The Last of Us. Have you guys watched that? Are you guys into that show? I have a little bit of apocalypse fatigue, for sure. My husband loves it. Like, he loved The Walking Dead. One of his favorite movies of all time is, what's like the black and white movie? Night of the Living Dead. I think that's one of the like original zombie movies, Night of the Living Dead. Loves them all. Dawn of the Dead, Shaun of the Dead, like all of them. Funny, not funny, scary, horror, thriller, whatever. So I have a little bit of apocalypse fatigue. But I have to say, The Last of Us is done pretty differently. I know it's based on a video game, which I've never played. I've never even seen being played. But it's a really deep story. Really deep story. And I think everyone has probably talked about season 1, episode 3, how that was such a beautiful story, and it felt a little bit out of place considering like the general topic, but it was so well done. And this episode 2, season 2, was so well done too. I mean, for me, you know, this whole season is already out and everything. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but it's so, oh my God, it's just like action-packed from beginning to end, and it's really like it was jaw-dropping. The ending was really like, oh my God. But it was good. It was so good. And you know, TV or movie or something that you've watched, you know it's good when you wake up and it's like the first thing you're thinking about, which was the case for me this morning. But yeah, anyway, it was really good. Well, I'm gonna film a video today, and then later this evening, my husband and I are going to, it's like a networking event. I don't think I'm gonna vlog it, because that's weird. I'm meeting all of these people for the first time. I always find it it's a little invasive to like shove a video camera in someone's face or like be filming people, you know, it's a little invasive. So I don't think I'm gonna film there, but I will let you know how it goes. It's like a networking event, and it's my husband's friend, and they actually live in this neighborhood, which is always really nice. And they've met for coffee or whatever, but finally his friend is having some people over, so we're gonna go over. And yeah, it's a good networking opportunity for my husband, so we're gonna go. Okay guys, I just got ready to go out to our little event. I wanted to show you the outfit I ended up with. So I've got that Tuckernuck shirt on. I just love it so much. My Zara skirt, my Prada cap-toe sneakers, my Chanel little, what is this, 22? 25, I'm losing track. 20, I think it's 22. This guy. And ready to go. Of course, I've got all my Luna jewelry on, and I put on my Idol little ear cuffs there, just for a little bit more pizzazz. All right, oh, and I'm gonna be bringing a couple bottles, quote unquote bottles of wine from this Juliet company. So pretty. They sent these to me as a gift, and I don't drink, so I've been waiting for a house party so that I could bring these along. But these have 10 glasses of wine. So this is Sauvignon Blanc, and it comes with like a little spigot, and you punch this perforation out, and so it'll have like a little spigot coming out, and you can dispense the wine that way. And then here is the Pinot Noir. So I'm gonna be bringing these two. I think these make such great hostess gifts. Aren't they cute? Okay, we are off. Okay, before I walk into the house, I just have to show you the view from here. There's the strip. Beautiful. Good morning. I'm just back from the gym. I did legs today. Can't feel them anymore, so that's not a good thing. Anyway, I'm eating my post-workout meal. I've got my Primal Blend. I ordered this Primal Blend from a small farm. I think I've mentioned this before. Yeah, I mentioned this before. So it's a small regenerative farm. I'll link it down below, but it's called Rep Provisions. And they have a 90-10 grass-fed, grass-finished Primal Blend beef that I really like. And it's hard to find 90-10. I think usually what I see at markets or whatever is 85-15. So this just has like a little bit less fat, which, you know, is great. And the Primal Blend consists of, and sorry if this is gross to you, but just, you know, beef. And then there's cow heart, liver, and spleen, I think. There may be another one. There may be kidney in there. Anyway, some organ meat, which is, you know, like the most nutrient dense. And I can't just like throw a liver on the frying pan. I've tried it before. I've tried mixing it up. I've tried like dicing it really thin. But in this Primal Blend, I don't even taste it. It tastes a little bit different than just straight up beef, but it doesn't have that like metallic taste to it. So if you're looking for something that, you know, has all the benefits of that, but you just can't stomach like preparing and eating organ meat, totally get it. Try it. Try it. I think it's really good. So anyway, just enjoying this. I'm gonna have also some oatmeal, the oatmeal that I prepped yesterday. I threw some blueberries in there, probably too many blueberries, but that's okay. Love me a blueberry. And then I'm gonna have to get ready to go because I'm test driving Lamborghinis today. I actually don't know what the situation is. So I got an invite from a Sotheby's realtor. She's the one that's been inviting me to these blue Heron openings or whatever, those like giant houses that I've been vlogging about, you know, driving all the way up into the mountains, those like $10 million homes. There's like beautiful, incredible. Anyway, they have a really nice party for those. So there's usually, as you've seen in my vlogs, like a parade of really fancy cars like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, McLarens, you know, other kind of like very, very high-end sports cars. And they're always just there. Like you can take pictures with them. I see other influencers, you know, like posing with the cars. I'm like, not really my thing. I just kind of pan across them. But this particular event is at another like Blue Heron development. I don't know if it's new or not. I don't think it's up in the mountains, but Lamborghini's gonna be there and we're gonna be able to actually test drive some of them. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. Let's go car shopping. No, I'm not coming home with a Lamborghini. The price tag on one of those is so mind-blowing. I'm like, what? Like that's the price of a house. What do you mean? And my car, as you guys know, is not inexpensive, but it's not even close, not even close to like a Lamborghini. Even the SUV, which I thought, oh, okay, like Lamborghini's creating more like consumer-friendly cars or like family-friendly cars. No, it's still like, I don't know, 350,000. Anyway, it's so insane. That's what we're gonna be doing later. And I told my husband, I was like, oh, are you free Friday? Like, let's go test drive Lamborghinis. And he was like, you're not coming home with a new car, are you? I was like, no, I am not. I'm like, I'm ridiculous, but I'm not that ridiculous. Okay, here's my Lamborghini outfit. I don't know, I felt like going Prada today. It was these pants. They were hanging in my closet and I was like, you know, I haven't worn these in a while. Not that these are exactly like 95-degree weather friendly, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. These are pretty light wool. And I put on my brown mules. I've been wearing the white ones really hard and I haven't really worn the brown ones, maybe just once or twice. So I was like, let me pull these out. Again, mules, maybe not the best driving shoe, but I don't care. And then I have my little, I don't know, it's not a clutch, but my little bag. And that's it. I threw my hair up because it's gonna be kind of a warm day here. Not terrible, but a little bit warmer than this past week. And that's it. I did not put on any makeup. Basically because I ran out of time. I'm using that skincare combo that I used, what, yesterday was it? Yeah, with the Youth Watery Oil from Guerlain and then the Dior Serum, the Dior Cream, oh, and the Revive, the Illuminating Eye Cream. That's not the right name, but I used it yesterday with you guys. I'm using that whole combo again. I love it. This is one of my new favorite like daytime skincare combos. Oh, I do need to throw on some SPF. I have been loving this Dr. Brandt SPF 50. It's mineral sunscreen. So I've really been enjoying that. I generally like chemical sunscreen better only because I feel like it just blends in a little bit easier. There's really no risk of like chalkiness or it going like really white on your skin. But the Dr. Brandt one is really great, really, really great. And I've been also trying this one out. This one's been really good too. The Ultraviolet Supreme Screen SPF 50 are one and done sunscreen, serving all day bouncy hydration. So this has chemical sunscreen. So this just feels like lotion on your skin. It's really, really seamless. And I guess I put this on today because I do want to show you. It has, I mean, barely a tint, but a light, a light kind of nude tint to it. It's just a really nice texture. So I'm gonna layer this on today. And it has a nice light fragrance. It smells like sunscreen. It smells like the beach. All right. Oh, I need to find some sunglasses, some fancy sunglasses. I've been wearing my Warby Parker sunglasses, which have been so perfect for like the everyday. They're the Corson model. I'll link them down below if you're interested. No, I think I wore them in my last few vlogs. I don't think I've worn them in this vlog yet, but they're just really, really simple. They're light, they're really comfortable. They're so great, but I think I want something a little bit flashier for today. I do have all Prada on, so maybe I can do my Prada sunglasses. Some Tom Ford aviators. Do have these Gucci ones, a little bit more pizzazz on them. These are the ones that I got in Florence. Oh, these were actually sent to me. These are the Helen Merrick. They have such an interesting color to them. And they are, what's the word? Polarized. They're polarized. Actually, that's not a good idea because I can't see my screen or anything when I wear polarized sunglasses, so maybe not today. Got these YSLs. I love these. These guys, maybe I'll do these. I think I'm gonna go with my Pradas. I like these. I don't know, I like the look of these for today.
save me? Why won't you save me? You gave me your whole self. I gave you hell, all you need is yourself.
So this doesn't have the leather all the way around, like
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So this one has the Sportivo interior. That's the Elegante.
Okay.
So that's like the elegant, like brown and like more neutral colors.
Okay.
This one has the Sportivo. So what you do is you choose the black or the gray, then you choose your accent color. This one also has the Performante stitching,
Okay.
and then the cross stitching as well. So all this is an option. I love this. I haven't actually seen all the cross stitching before, so this is my first time seeing it. This one has the big carbon fiber package as well in that, so covers your vents, your inlays on the doors, covers down here and right here.
You said you could live without me now. Don't know how to take it. Without you here, who would I become? I'm afraid of changing. But can't you see all the change I've made? All the change I've made. All the change I've made. And can't you see that the clouds were faced? That the clouds were faded. I gave you hell, all you need is yourself. You don't need.
We're back. Sorry we took so long, baby. I'm sorry. Yeah, Daddy's feeding you. She's about to bolt any second now. Oh, there she goes.
We are back from the Blue Heron Lamborghini event. That was such a good time. First of all, the house that we were in, I think it's Sancti was the name of the model, was like so well laid out. It was so beautiful. I think the asking price is like $5 million, so of course, but really, really nice. Like spacious and big without feeling overwhelming, like some of those other ones I've shown you guys, like the $10 million houses. They're giant, but when you walk in, it doesn't feel like a home, you know? I mean, they're beautiful. They have an incredible view of the strip, like all the things, but it's so, like the showroom is so enormous. This actually felt like a home. Anyway, that was incredible. And then they had a fashion illustrator there. And look, that's me. That's me in front of the green Lamborghini. She has actually been at Louis Vuitton. And if you guys remember that sketch, I have like a gray sweater on. I've got my polka dot like Alma bag. Yeah, she's incredible. She's like, you look familiar. I'm like, well, because I have one from you. So anyway, I am slowly developing a collection of her illustrations. They're so great. And hold on, here is her information right there if you're interested. Obviously she does parties and stuff, so if you're here in Vegas and you want her services, by all means. Okay, Lamborghini, wow. Wow, now if I were to get an SUV, that could possibly be the one. That car, first of all, 800 horsepower, insane, but it also had like an EV component to it. It was so comfortable on the inside, and the exterior, while I think this is both a pro and a con, it's not super flashy on the outside, so I do feel like I would feel comfortable just driving that around like normal. But like it's a con because you're paying, who knows how many, I think it's like, it starts at $350,000. Something so insane that, I don't know, like you would want kind of like a fancy looking car, but it's not really, I don't think for these. I mean, they have like detailing that you can see. It's like a fancy car with like the venting, the tailpipes, the grill, like little things obviously, but yeah, it wasn't like super flashy. Anyway, that was such a great experience. I mean, what a beautiful car. And, oh, look, they gave this out too. Yeah, it was just so much fun to drive that around. One, my husband drove. He drove the white one, which had a little bit of blue in it. I don't know if you guys, if it came across on camera, if you guys could see that. But his interior was that luggage tan brown, and it was,
I forget, the gentleman we were speaking to, it was like the luxury package, so it was leather everywhere. And then the one that I was in was a little bit sportier, as you saw. It was like the bright green, and so it had the bright green accents and everything, and it was nice. It was really, really nice, and I just had such a great time. We were there so much longer than I thought, and they were serving like coffees and matchas or whatever, and then there was this company, I think I saved their card. Gosh, if not, hopefully I'll be able to find it. But it was something like Butcher Boxes. And so they had these boxed lunches that they gave us on the way out. So they had like an Italian caprese sandwich. They had an Italian like trio of meats sandwich. And then they even had our charcuterie board on the go. I was eating part of this in the ride home because I'm starving. But it was such a fun event. Such a fun event. So a big thank you to Blue Heron for the invite. Actually, no, the invite was from Kaori, who is a fantastic real estate agent with Sotheby's. And Sotheby's is always representing these Blue Heron properties. So she actually does the invites, and Blue Heron hosts, and it was wonderful. It was so much fun. So anyway, I'm gonna eat these sandwiches, and I think I'll sign off here for this vlog. I think I've rambled on long enough. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.